Hey everybody, this is David at Homestead Hacks and Hens. Uh, Here's a little tip for people that want to store their eggs and you're running out of refrigerator space, and that happens a lot if you're not selling your eggs, or if you just haven't sold them yet, but you want to put some back for yourself and you just don't have the refrigerator space. Here's a couple things that you can do that will help you out. Now, here's an example of a very clean egg. These four here are very clean. No chicken manure on them. They're clean and they look good. And when a chicken lays an egg, they excrete a layer of almost like a mucus layer. And the only way you can ever see it if you see a chicken just pop out an egg. I've seen it a lot. So it'll come out wet, just like it was dipped in water. And it dries within 30 seconds, it's dry. Well, that seals the pores off inside that egg for a long time. Now, if you would take these two eggs right here and wash them, lay them back down, leave these two eggs right here like that. These two right here that's not washed will last almost a month or better, just sitting on the counter. No refrigeration. Now, you have to experiment with that a little bit because that could, give or take a little bit. Of course, it's always recommended that you refrigerate all eggs, but in certain conditions, you may not be able to do that. Now, those type eggs are the ones that you want to put back to the store. And now, here's the reality of a lot of eggs. And a lot of people probably just don't realize it when you buy eggs. Okay, this come after a rain, and when you gather the eggs, the chickens are wet and dirty because they don't stop feeding. So when they lay eggs, and then there's always chicken manure in there that's going to get on them. It can't be avoided. You can clean it out as much as you want, which helps. But in reality, your eggs are going to get dirty. And some of them may have cracks. This one right here's got a big crack on it that needs to be eaten pretty soon. This one does too. And it looks like actually a chicken had picked on that one. And the rest of these are going to have to be washed. Okay, these got to be refrigerated. There's no question. Once you clean these off, they got to go in the refrigerator. You can't take these and try to long-term storage them at all, because it's just not going to work. Now, here's something else you can do that works out very well, and I'm going to show you. Here's some pickling lime. And if you want to do what they call water glass eggs, it's simple, and I'll put the recipe up here. There's 2 ingredients, water and lime. 1 quart of water to 1 ounce of pickling lime. Now, what you could do, you could measure it out on some kind of scoop and draw a line right there where it's at, and then you wouldn't have to weigh it out every single time, because you're going to know that's right at the mark. It's close enough. And what I like to do, because the lime has a hard time dissolving sometimes, and then it wants to settle on the bottom, so I use warm water. Now, they recommend that you use distilled water. Now, I'll be honest, whether or not that makes a difference or not, I wouldn't really think it would. I didn't use it. I don't use it. I just use spigot water. I do use the filtered out of the refrigerator. That does seem to, maybe that's the difference too. I'm using the filtered water out of the refrigerator. And 1 quart, and I'll heat that water up a little bit. Not boiling, just warm it up a little bit. And then I'll put the lime in it and I'll stir it. And then I'll wait till the next day, then I'll stir it. And I'm trying to get it dissolved as much as possible. Whether all that's necessary, I don't know. That's just how I do it. You may not have to. I've not seen any YouTube videos of anyone saying you need to put it in warm water and then let it set overnight. No one's I've never seen anyone doing it that way, but I do. But that's just me. So let me show you what it looks like in the bucket. Okay, here's the 5-gallon bucket that I use. I don't know, there's probably 3 or 4 dozen in there already. Quite a bit. Now, people recommend that you put them point down, but look, I don't think they're going to stay like that very long. And all I do is I just drop them down in the water. Now, this is in my cold cellar. The darker, colder place you have, of course, the better results and the longer they're going to make it. So that's all I do. That's dissolved lime in that water, and you put it in there, and I put the lid back on it, twist it back on, and that's it. Now, a lot of people may not want to go through steps like that in order to preserve their eggs, but it just depends, and it's something good to know. If something would happen in this day and age, and with the talk of a war and among the countries and stuff, you never know. You never know. And if you ever need to store something, well, you know, knowledge like that could really help you. So I try to pass that along to anyone that doesn't know that about the eggs, especially about the, you know, the counter, setting them on the counter, because that you'll be surprised. I let them sit out there for a while. Even the ones that are not washed, I have pretty good luck with those sitting out on the counter. I just, you know, you just have to hold off on washing them. Just wait until you get ready to eat them, then wash them. If you can stand eggs that look like manure on them sitting around. But just a few options from Homestead Hacks and Hens. I'm watching these chickens out here all day long. All day long, this is what they do. Eat, dig and eat, dig and eat. That's about it. Don't forget, folks, please help share our videos. Trying to get this channel started and going good. Click on the little bell, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching Homestead Hacks and Hens.